and there's video footage of it.
Finally snapped, and this time, he's not hiding behind palace walls. After years of silence, betrayal, and watching the royal circus from across the pond, the future king is done. No more polite smiles, no more royal restraint. Insiders say he's ready to hit back hard, and the target? It's closer than ever. This isn't a royal feud anymore. It's a full-on battle for the crown and for revenge.
Prince William is reportedly formulating a plan to finally strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles.
The Daily Beast has reported that King Charles is turning a blind eye, but King William won't.
What pushed Prince William over the edge? Not some tell-all interview or a scandalous letter. This time, it was something far more brazen, a video that's setting the royal world on fire, described as shameless, reckless, and a total humiliation for the monarchy. The footage has insiders whispering of betrayal at the highest level. Forget dignity. This was a direct slap in the face, and for William, it was the final straw.
And then that whole provocative dancing, that skanky coochie hoochie dancing that she is doing is disgusting. Sit your butt down acting like that. The royal family should be ashamed of this woman.
A viral dance clip of a visibly pregnant Meghan Markle sent social media into a frenzy and sent shockwaves through the royal family. The footage wasn't just unexpected, it was incendiary. Sources say Prince William was blindsided, and now, behind palace doors, he's taking action like never before. Insiders claim he's quietly rallying forces for an unprecedented move, one that would shatter royal protocol, stripping Meghan of her HRH title in full public view. It's bold, it's brutal, and it's the kind of royal reckoning no one thought would actually happen.
He had a left.
But can it actually happen? Can Meghan be stripped of her royal title? And what in that viral video was so outrageous it shook the monarchy to its core? Buckle up, because what comes next could flip the royal narrative on its head. When Meghan and Harry dramatically exited royal life in 2020, the world gasped. They promised a progressive new path, leaving palace duties behind. But here's the catch: they kept their royal titles. And now, after years of chaos, controversy, and calculated appearances, that decision might finally come back to haunt them.
She sent a bye to you any longer.
Even after walking away from royal duties, Harry and Meghan held onto a powerful symbol, the right to be called his and her Royal Highness. But it came with strings attached. In a tightly negotiated deal overseen by Queen Elizabeth herself, the couple agreed to stop using the HRH styles in any public or official capacity. The titles weren't revoked, just shoved into the shadows, hidden beneath layers of royal red tape and fragile compromise. A ticking time bomb in plain sight. And now, it may be ready to explode.
And it's all
the Duchess of Sussex.
The royal family may have hoped Harry and Meghan would slip into a quiet, charitable life in sunny California. But that fantasy was shattered fast. Instead of fading into the background, the couple launched a media blitz, headline-grabbing interviews, bombshell documentaries, tell-all memoirs, and glam-packed red carpets. Far from subtle, their spotlight never dimmed. And behind closed doors, palace insiders are calling it a non-stop PR circus, one that's dragged royal dignity straight through the mud.
Truth to power, that's how they respond.
For years, the royal family stayed quiet, avoiding direct confrontation, even as the drama escalated. But after the latest viral video, it looks like Prince William has hit his limit. Because while Harry and Meghan's titles may be symbolic, symbols are everything in the monarchy. And for a future king, image isn't just important, it's sacred. The video appeared out of nowhere. A grainy, off-guard clip of Meghan Markle, clearly pregnant, dancing at what seemed to be a private gathering. No staged photos, no flashing cameras, just casual outfits, background music, and a few dance moves that set the internet ablaze. Some viewers hailed it as raw and empowering. Others saw it as wildly out of touch. But the word echoing behind palace doors? Vulgar. And for the House of Windsor, that may have been the final straw. Video, neither confirmed nor denied by Meghan's team, showed her dancing freely with friends, and critics were quick to pounce. The moves were unapologetically bold, the mood light and playful, but for royal loyalists, it wasn't just a vibe, it was a violation. Whispers inside the palace say the footage didn't sit well with traditionalists who still see the HRH title as sacred ground. To them, this wasn't just another Meghan moment, it was a direct affront to royal decorum. As social media lit up with debate, insiders say the real storm was brewing far from the public eye. in the heart of the monarchy itself. And at the center of that storm, Prince William. Reportedly furious, this wasn't about dancing to him, it was about optics, honor, and the weight of royal legacy. For William, this may have been the line Meghan didn't just cross. She danced right over it. Behind palace walls, it didn't take long for the whispers to spread. Those ever-present sources close to the royals started murmuring the same thing. Prince William had finally hit his limit. Leaked staff chatter and tabloid leaks painted a sharper picture, not of a disappointed brother, but of a future king seething with frustration. The dance wasn't the core issue. What enraged him was that Meghan, still bearing an HRH title, was being linked to a monarchy he spent years trying to stabilize. This wasn't personal pettiness. This was damage control. For William, it's not about grudges. It's about preserving the image he spent a lifetime trying to restore after decades of royal drama and disgrace. And now, thanks to one viral video, that delicate royal image is cracking again. Inside the royal inner circle say Prince William has started making quiet moves, not to unravel the entire 2020 Megxit deal, but to zero in on one explosive revision, stripping Meghan of her right to use the HRH title once and for all. No official word from Buckingham Palace. Kensington Palace? Silent, but the whispers are getting louder and the headlines more pointed. Phrases like formal reassessment, behind-the-scenes pressure, and breach of royal conduct have started creeping into UK press coverage. Subtle, but telling. If the reports are true, this isn't just William blowing off steam. This could be the first step toward a seismic royal decision, one not seen since the fallout with Princess Diana shook the monarchy to its core.
But it's hardly.
And Meghan.
Before we get to the potential royal takedown, we have to rewind. Because this family feud didn't start with a viral dance clip. That was just the latest spark in a fire that's been raging for years. The truth? The fracture between Meghan Markle and the royal family runs far deeper than most realize. When Meghan first entered the royal arena, it looked like history in the making. An American actress stepping into the most traditional monarchy on earth. The world saw a fairy tale, but inside the palace, cracks formed fast. Behind the cameras, tensions were already simmering. Allegations flew. Staff left in tears, Meghan voicing that she was left exposed, unsupported, even sabotaged by royal aides. Then came the whispers of feuds with Kate Middleton. Over tiaras, over dresses, over protocol. It wasn't one event. It was 1,000 tiny cuts. And now, the bleeding has gone public. And instead of calming the storm, the palace chose silence. That silence, Meghan later claimed, left her feeling abandoned, isolated, and exposed. Then came the detonations. Oprah, Netflix, Spare. Each interview, each documentary, each page of Harry's memoir didn't just add fuel. It tore straight through the royal foundation. Racism allegations, mental health breakdowns, accusations of betrayal, indifference, and cruelty. Meghan and Harry weren't simply stepping away. They were peeling back the curtain and exposing what the monarchy desperately wanted to keep hidden. The crown wasn't prepared for the glare of modern truth-telling. And when the spotlight hit, there was nowhere left to hide. Prince William, insiders say, took his brother's choices as a deep personal betrayal, not just of him, but of the institution he was born to defend. And whether fair or not, Meghan quickly became the figure many blamed for lighting the match behind Harry's rebellion. Those close to William painted a raw picture. Furious, gutted, and laser-focused on shielding the monarchy from further humiliation. So, when the now infamous pregnancy dance clip exploded across social media, it didn't land as an innocent moment of joy. It hit like a grenade in an already fractured dynasty. This wasn't an isolated misstep. It was seen as the latest escalation in a saga filled with heartbreak, defiance, and scandal. The reaction was swift and brutal. Within hours, hashtags like #MeghanMarkleDance and #RoyalDisgrace surged across TikTok and X, and behind palace walls, William was reportedly done playing nice, a fuse. And suddenly, Meghan wasn't just dancing, she was at the center of a royal war. Supporters called the backlash outdated and sexist, praising the clip as a joyful human moment. "She's not a duchess," one viral post read. "She's a pregnant woman dancing. Let her be." But the critics didn't hold back. UK tabloids blasted the footage as vulgar and humiliating, branding it a fresh blow to the monarchy's already fragile image.
For the whole world, as a celebration.
Even the usually restrained royal commentators started hinting, it might be time for the palace to act. But true to form, the firm said nothing. No denial, no defense, just the same cold silence they've mastered for decades. But this time, the silence didn't kill the story. It supercharged it. Suddenly, it wasn't just about a dance. It became a bigger question. Is Meghan still part of the royal machine? And more provocatively, does she even want to be?
In this post.
Stripping a royal title sounds like a bold move, but it's far messier than it looks. Back when Meghan and Harry walked away from their royal roles, they agreed to stop using their HRH styles in public. But here's the kicker. They never actually lost the titles. It was a carefully worded compromise, one that let them keep the prestige on paper, even as they stepped out of the royal spotlight. A half-in, half-out arrangement that's now coming back to haunt the crown.
You became some random dude. Let's keep it honest.
So, what if the royals finally draw the line? Only King Charles has the power to strip a title, and while it's rare, it's not unheard of. Diana lost hers after divorce, Prince Andrew after scandal, but Meghan? No legal case, no split, just a dance video and years of royal tension. That's what makes this moment so explosive. With Meghan, it's not about legality, it's about symbolism. A public relations powder keg that cuts straight to the crown's image. Royal insiders say pressure is mounting from traditionalists who see Meghan's every move as a threat to the monarchy's dignity. And if William is truly behind the push, he could be using his rising clout to urge King Charles to drop the velvet gloves. The palace won't rush. They never do. But behind closed doors, the wheels may already be in motion. Quiet, calculated, and very, very real. Very.
And a recent poll by The Express found that 97% of those surveyed believe that King Charles should strip Harry of his royal title.
According to a source, here's the quote, Prince William plans to flex his muscles and wipe his wayward brother Prince Harry and his power-hungry wife Meghan from the history books, it says.
If the palace makes the move, it won't just be a title lost. It'll be a global statement. Meghan is officially out. But this was never just about protocol. It's a battle between old world tradition and modern rebellion. To some, Meghan is freedom in motion. To others, she's royal defiance personified. And at the heart of it all is the monarchy, built on image, silence, and strict control. In that world, a viral dance isn't just noise, it's chaos.
That's a princess. That's not a princess. That's not a duchess. That's a disgrace.
Serious. Royal life isn't just about tiaras and tabloid covers. It's about diplomacy, duty, and deference. It's a system built on nuanced protocol.
When Meghan's choices explode online, it's more than gossip. It's a cultural collision in real time. To the palace, her freedom reads as risk, her realness, a liability. And for Prince William, groomed in a world where image is everything, that kind of unpredictability isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous. This isn't just family drama, it's a battle between two versions of power, one born into, the other built. Meghan's brand is raw, emotional, unfiltered. The monarchy, cold, composed, unshakable. So if William really is pushing to take that title, it's not just punishment, it's a message. Twist. The more the royals try to quiet Meghan, the louder her voice echoes across the globe. Every attempt to distance her only fuels curiosity, draws more eyes, and deepens the divide. Because like it or not, the world isn't just watching Meghan, it's watching the entire monarchy under a microscope. So, is this the moment Prince William finally says enough? Has that now infamous video crossed the line not just for the palace, but for the future king himself? Or is this just another chapter in the endless firestorm that trails Meghan Markle? One thing's undeniable. The cracks in the crown are deepening. And royal titles, they're no longer just formalities, they're battlegrounds.
The HRH.
That from the public.
If Prince William truly pulls the trigger and demands Meghan's HRH status be stripped, it wouldn't just be a formality, it would be a full-blown royal rupture, the most dramatic since Diana's fall from favor. But here's the shocker. Meghan might welcome it. Sources close to her say she's already detached, focused on Netflix deals, new ventures, and rewriting her own narrative. One that doesn't include palace protocols or royal approval. To her, that title might as well be dead weight, a reminder of an institution she's long outgrown. Still, symbolism matters. Removing her title would be the monarchy's loudest message yet. A declaration that Meghan Markle is no longer just out of the family photo, but erased from the royal fabric altogether. But this isn't just about revenge or image control, it's about legacy warfare. Meghan stands for reinvention, openness, breaking molds. The firm stands for duty, silence, and control. Two worlds clashing louder than ever. So, is this the closing act of Meghan's royal chapter? Or just the start of a global showdown that redefines what royalty even means in the 21st century? One thing is undeniable. The palace may cling to tradition, but the public lives for disruption. And Meghan, she's become a master of it.